Hello again, YouTube. This is the Truth Man giving you the truth. And on this broadcast, I want to talk about funerals. What I teach in regards to funerals, the history, so on and so forth. I'm not going to go too deep into the history because this video probably won't be like the longest video I done made. So, what do I teach about funerals? I teach that they are optional. They're optional. And I teach people, like in the future, when I begin to conduct church services, that you have to take a number of factors into play. Because funerals are, how can I say this and be nice about it? Funerals are like ancient tradition. It's like ancient tradition. Like, as far as the Egyptians were concerned, they were very meticulous about the way their remains were buried due to their beliefs about the afterlife. They weren't like a requirement from the Most High. You could take a person's remains and just bury them however you see fit. And that's basically a funeral. But now it's become big business, and I'm not trying to spit on their business or hate on their business, but it's a number of things you should take into play. Like, number one, do you have burial insurance? Number two, how much is it? Because you want to leave your children, no matter how old they are, as much money as you can. Why would you spend all of the money just to have somebody looking in the face of your remains that have ceased to exist in an earthly fashion? Me personally, like from a personal level, I've grown past it. And it's not that I don't care about people, because I remember everyone that passes on. And, you know, I have fond memories towards those that I had a good relationship with. But funerals are not a requirement. Like, you're not required to go to anyone's funeral. You're not required to have a funeral. In fact, I would say a person's better off just getting cremated. This is from a personal level. And it's kind of based on what I know about funerals. Just getting cremated and maybe putting your remains in an urn, or having your remains spread out somewhere that you love the most. They're just remains. Regardless, the Most High is going to raise you up from wherever He sees fit. So, if you were buried, you're going to rise up. Your remains will rise up from where you were buried. If you're in heaven, your body's still going to be quickened to some type of eternal state. Whether let's say you were in the Navy and your plane was shot down and you're at the bottom of the sea. According to the scripture and according to the books associated with the scripture, your remains will quicken from wherever you last laid. And there's no requirements. Me personally, I've read several books. I've never seen any requirements from the Most High as to how a person is to be buried, other than maybe a few patriarchs that it was mentioned in the scripture, and for His own reasons. Some prophetic, so on and so forth. But other belief systems, like the ancient Egyptians, they had their reasons for doing it. But you're not going to go to hell if you choose to be cremated. Some people, I was just talking to somebody about this, which gave me this idea to do this video. And she says that she wants her back to lay on the earth. Like, meaning she wants to be looking up to the heavens. Well, depending on your connection or disconnection with the Most High at the point of your death, you can face whatever way you want to face. He still is going to determine whether or not he's going to cast you into outer darkness if it's before the end, or if he will take you into his kingdom to rest under the sea of glass until everything that has to come to pass comes to pass. And this is not only mentioned in the Bible, this is mentioned slightly differently in other belief systems through other generations. So me, I'll do a eulogy at a funeral, but you're gonna have to pay. You know, if you're not like a very close relative that believed in my spiritual gifts and my connection with the Most High, or a close friend that believed in it. Like if you're a person, and I'm just giving you an example. If you're a person that I deem as someone who didn't respect me on the spiritual level, I'm not preaching your funeral. If you're a person that you were in dark acts and you were committing sins and you were disconnected from the Most High at the point of your death, then I'm going to explain to you, if you think I'm going to come in here lying, you need to get somebody else. And I've done it even with relatives. But funerals are not a requirement. I mean, they're optional if that's what you want to do. It's nothing wrong with it. But it's not something you have to do. And I will also venture to say that if you weren't in the church, you weren't connected to the Most High, you weren't in His Word, you weren't in prayer with Him, you weren't trying to get to know Him and get to know what it is He wants from you, you wanting a funeral in a church is a waste of everybody's time. I'm just being honest with you. It's a waste of everybody's time. I know it sounds harsh, but I'm the truth, man. I'm a prophet. You know? That's just the way it is. And when I get my own church, I'm going to explain these things. Like, yeah, I mean, if you want me to do it, I'll do it. But if I have stipulations as to not whether or not you will be charged for the actions. And people get mad over this stuff sometimes, but I can't, if you sit and worry about everybody that's going to get mad at you, you're going to have a miserable life, man. People are going to get mad at you, even sometimes out of ignorance. So yeah, I mean, me personally, my wife, she says she don't want a funeral. She wants to be cremated. I don't want a funeral. I want to be cremated. I had our baby that passed away, cremated. We had another baby that passed away, no funeral. Because my beliefs on the afterlife too, like when you die, you're really not dead. You're just passing to another realm. I don't believe anyone dies other than the people that are lost, the lost souls. They're the only people that die. I believe everyone else that the Most High has selected and they are connected to Him, I believe they just sleep. They sleep on the earth until their spirit is taken to the heaven. And then when they get to heaven, they sleep some more. Now, I got my select beliefs about the afterlife too, in regards to lost souls that I'm going to talk about at future times. But I don't believe that believers die. I believe that they just sleep while they're on earth however long the period is before the ministering spirits who kept their first estate with the Most High come and escort you into that realm. And then when you get there, you probably have what we call on earth orientation. Some things are probably explained to you. You have new abilities now that you didn't have as a human being. I mean, I've studied this forwards and backwards, man. You can get upset because some people are mad at me right now for not going to funeral. I'm not mad at anybody who didn't attend my father's funeral. I'm not mad at you. But it's going to be kind of humorous if you get mad at me for not attending funerals that you are linked to. But thanks for watching. This is The Truth Man. The channel is No Matrix, No Simping. All subjects channel. No Matrix. Like we're awakened. We learn from the Most High. We learn how things really are. No simping. Like we don't cape and cater to women. We don't mistreat them, but we don't cape and cater to them. All subjects channel. You see, on this one, I talked about funerals. I talk about everything. Make sure you hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. All my subscribers, I thank you once again. Make sure you're watching the whole video. And make sure all of you are hitting the like button. You will be blessed. I don't even have to be the one blessing you. I mean, I know you have read the scripture, what it says about prophets. You shall receive a prophet's reward. But people have been taught to reject prophets, so they miss out usually. But thanks for watching.